Alright guys, what we did was in the front here, we took just some broken chunks of brick and whatnot and just kind of stacked them in around the front of the barrel. And we're going to take another little piece of sheet metal here and cut it up to where we can put it in right here. But I figured those bricks would help absorb some heat and radiate some extra heat. And then we'll put sheet metal up in front to try to keep as much of the cold air out as we can. And we'll catch up with you here in a little bit when that's done. Alright y'all, we got the front filled in here. We just cut some extra tin roofing that we had. We're going to fill in the gaps as best we could. A little bit of airflow going to be in through there, but that's alright. We can deal with that. Now what we're going to do, now that the box is completed here, now we're going to work on the window. We're going to open up the window, take out the screen, and start cutting the wood that we need to frame up where this pipe here will go through. So when we get to that point, we'll get back with you. Alright y'all, we are going to cut the hole now. We've got our piece of plywood measured to fit on the outside of the window here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the hole. And what we did was we knew we needed 5.5 inches up from the bottom and 18 inches over from the left. So we drew lines at 5.5 up and 18 over. Put the bottom part of this vent on the 5.5 line, and this part of the vent on this line. That way we can trace around the bottom of it, and we know that hole is exactly where we want it to be. So now we're going to cut this hole out and start putting it into the window. That's where it's going to go into the window, just like that. So once we get this one here cut, then we'll get back with you.
Get you in there a little closer so they can actually see you doing it here.
Yes, I am using power tools, y'all, to do this. So I wanted to get a little video of me cutting out this circle here. We drilled the hole right on the edge of the circle where we want it. And we got the old jigsaw out here. They're going to go ahead and finish the circle up. Blade broke.
Nope, it fell out.
No, it broke one.
Uh-oh. That's what happens when you use the power tool.
Yeah, that's why I never use power tools, because I break something. Me and electronics do not get along. Let me get my blade changed out and get my hole finished anyway. So there you go. There you have it. J00 using power tools. Not happy about it, but I want to get this job done. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright y'all, we got the inner board cut and we got the outer board cut. We got the piece of ductwork going through them. I'm just going to take some of this old pink insulation that I got here and I'm going to staple it in on the inside of this right here, and then we're going to screw them two boards together and draw them tight, close the window down, and then we'll seal it all off with, I don't know, probably some good old-fashioned hillbilly duct tape or something. And once we get that next step done, then we'll hook that duct with that duct. We'll lift this one up and connect them together, and then we'll start a fire and see what happens. So once we get it all put together, we'll get back with you. Alrighty, we got this one here from our little enclosure, the ductwork in. Don't mind all them aluminum cans that are in the bag. In through the window, we've got 2 plywood boards that are cut to fit in the window with insulation in between them. I'll probably come back at some point and seal up all around with just some tape or something all around the edge of the windows and around here. But let me take you inside the house here and show you what it looks like inside. Hopefully it's going to be light enough to see. Right here. This is the inside of the window. And I've got just one of them dryer vents. That way when the air is coming out, it lifts it up. These here lift up when the air is coming out, and then whenever there's no airflow, then we can push them down so that we keep any extra cold air that we don't want out. That's the plan anyway. So we're going to get a fire going in here and see if it works. Alright. Got a little bit of a fire going. Looks like the chimney is drafting real good. I took some of that duct insulation that we had, and I wrapped it around this duct that goes into the house, so I try not to lose any heat, or minimal heat anyway, while it's traveling. Now I think what we're going to do next is just take these loose stacks of bricks that we got, this pile of bricks, and just pile as many of them around the edge here, between here and the house. Put at least one, probably two stacks in between here, a brick in between here and the house, which is that way. And try to put some on top, and then we'll just use up all that we can, all that we have, stacking bricks up. So we'll show you that when we're done. Alright, y'all, there you go. It's working. We got bricks stacked all around it. As much brick as we had, we ran out. Ran out of bricks, but we got as much as we could around it to help insulate it, keep the heat in. I got a thermometer inside here. That one that Tammy Joe sent me, and it's been in there for, I don't know, half hour or so. I don't know if you can see it, but it ain't moved. It don't work, Tammy Joe, I'm telling you.
It's moved a little bit, maybe.
It doesn't work. It's hot in there. But I think it's going to work now. I'm going to build me a little door flat for the front here. Fire's going.
Smoke's going.
It's drafting good. And it is definitely working on the inside of the house. You come in here on the inside, I think it's going to work out pretty good. We got these little vents propped open here, and you can definitely feel heat coming out of the vent. There may be a little smoke too from where it's burning off of the inside of the pipe. That's why we're doing it now. We got some other windows open, so if there is any smoke that gets in here, it can get out. And there you go, y'all. I think it turned out good. So I think that's going to be it for this one.
What time would you be?
The outside heat exchange. Took us a couple of days to put it together with what we had. I don't know, we probably ain't got, what, $60 or $70?
Whatever, barrel?
Maybe. Wrapped up into this thing, and that's about all we got wrapped up into it, so it's going to hopefully provide heat. We got plenty of wood that we can burn, and we'll see how much it saves over the winter time. And it's not a permanent structure, so come the springtime, we can take all the bricks away, stack them up, and then slide it over against the house when we're not using it, hopefully. And we'll go from there. So, thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good day. The end.
Goodbye.
Buzz, buzz. The end.